Taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Akron's offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Unloads to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The Zips line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Corrals it at the 45. And there he goes. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Cornhuskers offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big time.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. I'm getting 5+.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nebraska! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Curry. Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Newell. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Newell.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Turning it on. Just keeps moving. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Akron.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Gashing the D on the right. Touchdown, Zips. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as his in business. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into...
Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Power football with the run. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the tight end. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Makes the grab. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Bringing the heat. He's got it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Raiola. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Zips send out the punt unit. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he stopped at the 28. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Cornhuskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker is Hunter. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Hits the afterburners. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try... guy out at wide receiver.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Parker. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the route is on.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You dang.
Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Akron. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Markway. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leads it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Husker! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch near the 50. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a crease. It's high. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back. Get him on the ground quickly.
The give to the back. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game.